GreyBeardGaming has taken up my challenge, picked up the gauntlet, did it, and I will kill everyone that you love, you son of a bitch! Give me back my world record!
roninpawn!
But today, we're focusing on this category, which I hold multiple unofficial world records in because nobody else has. Let's do satellite. Satellite, I'm a new Dave Matthews. Start her up again. No crashing this time, Kerbal. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're into the run. First little trick is if you spam escape as you click, you can go straight into the VAB without having to say anything to what's-his-face. You come in, give me the engine, don't just change the f***ing texture, get me the goddamn engine, and then utilities for a parachute. 3 mystery goo containers in just the right place, and then you with the thrust limiting to shore, and then you there, and then let's do the staging. See if the staging actually takes. And we're launching the first craft in less than 30 seconds, that's okay. Now, observe the mystery goo. As we take a crew report, stack those up. Crew report UI is up, so when I come out, I can just hit take data, and then we can take the EVA, reboard, SAS on, and go. Shoot down a little bit more. No, that's a little bit, that's left, that's, okay, just hit the parachute. Observe mystery goo, crew report. Both of those things. And then 4 times fizz, good. Should be okay on this landing. And then observe the mystery goo while we're down. EVA you. I need you to take the data out of there. I need you to give me an EVA report. Then reboard, and then give me the crew report that you couldn't take before and recover the vessel. That's less than 1 minute and 20 seconds. Actually doing pretty good now. And straight into here, thanks, I've got it. Research. Now we've got extra science that we can put on this same vessel and launch it to the spaceplane hangar instead, which will put it out on the runway. So we can get additional science. So switch editor, launch from here. Now we can get science that we haven't already gotten from a different biome here at the KSC. Observe mystery goo, crew report, ding ding, EVA, take data, EVA report, sure, reboard, didn't do this right. Still didn't do this right. You over there, log pressure data, pin it. Log temperature. Pin it. You get back out, because I needed you to take the data here. Did it out of order. Boom. SAS on, go. Send me over here a little bit more height for safety. Parachute out early. Observe mystery goo, log pressure data, log temperature. Ding, 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 ding. 4 times fizz warp to get us down. While we're falling, I'll get this guy up. Observe the mystery goo again. We need that crew report because we can now take it from the spaceplane hangar. You get out. I need you to take data. Give me your EVA report. Reboard. Log pressure data. Log temperature. Recover vessel. 22.9 if I did it right. Did I get all the science that we're supposed to get there? 53, I did. So now we buy into basic science, and we buy into basic rocketry, and we build the 3rd craft. Alright, just don't crash now, game, and we can have ourselves a game here. So you to there, and then give me the mystery goo. 3 of you, like so. 2 hot thermometer. Come down here, barometer, above you. We'll want the parachute. We'll want an ablator for later. Master, bit nothing. And then decoupler. Onto that. And science-wise, we want a science junior. And then we build the craft. Start with 1. It becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8 fuel tanks. With a swivel engine on the bottom. And we launch it. In less than 4 minutes. And the only data that we want from the launch pad here is pressure data, which I'll hit like that, and then temperature data, which I'll hit from there, and then we can SAS throttle to full and go. and do that at 2 times Fizz Warp, and while we're going up, I'll get everything else up. So number 1, you're going to be over here, collect all. I'm going to need our crew report. No, not yet, though. Just have it up and pinned. I want all of these mystery goos pinned, and since this has taken me longer than I'd like it to, I'm going to pull that up so that when we hit space, I can actually stop the craft. And we've hit space, so I actually stopped the craft. And then you, down here, 4 times Fizz Warp. While we're Fizz Warping, I'll do pressure data, observe a mystery goo, crew report, thermometer. That's 4 things that we just sucked in. Let's collect them all. They're now all collected. I can drop you because I don't need you. We're in space now. Log the temperature, log the pressure data, observe a mystery goo, conduct a materials study, and a crew report. All 5 of those. And collect all. And then we get on our eastward and just burn this out. So we're out of fuel. Make sure we've collected all. We have. Get over here. Warp to Atmo. And then 4 times Fizz Warp. And I can start dropping the things that I don't need anymore. Because you've been used up. You've been used up. Yeah. That's all we need at this point. You can leave that over there, Pawn. Try and get on your retrograde to some extent. We want to set up the parachute for the fastest deployment. 750. 700 is actually the fastest, but 750 makes me feel good. I'm going to F5. 750 makes me feel good! Above 3K, pop the parachutes, and this should be a safe landing. As soon as we're down in the water, I will log temperature, log pressure data, observe mystery goo, and take that final crew report, stack those in, and then Jeb gets out, gives me an EVA report, reboards, and we recover the vessel. And we're a minute ahead with the new gold. If I did it right. If I got all the science that I needed. So back in here, hoping that I got the science I needed, we research you, we research you, we research you, I got the science I needed. So we're on to the money game. I buy into mission control, I buy into the admin center, and I time warp. I'll stop early. And that was to clear out contracts, so that right now what I'm going to do is take any contract that gives me around $30,000 as an advance in order to get the money that I need to buy the VAB upgrade that we're going to need to launch the next ship. Anything that doesn't give me $30,000 can, you know, go F itself. So, nope, nope, nope. Yep. One more. Nope. Yep. Now we can afford the VAB, we buy into the VAB, and then we come back and we say, guys, the industries are just, everything's going to crap, COVID out there, I'm going out of business, I'm filing the papers today, Chapter 11, we're bankrupt, I'm sorry, the stock market crashed, what were we gonna do? New day, we're back in business. Who wants to invest in roninpawn Industries? $30,000 a pop is all we ask. So we're just gaming the system, gaming the money that you can get, because your income cannot go below 0, which means, you know, there's no penalty to just taking everything. Now with that money, we'll upgrade the launch pad, we'll upgrade the tracking station, and I don't have enough money to actually build the next ship, so we come back to our investors and we say, I'm sorry, but you know, Rona's out there, and then people can't come into work anymore, you gotta buy the tissues for everybody, we couldn't afford it, we're out of business. But I'm just reopening a new venture, completely different than the last one. If you'd like to give me $30,000 a pop again, I think I could find us a place in the portfolio for you. I only need 5 of those for 150K is, you know, how I believe it's supposed to go anyway. And now we tweak the ship that we made in the first place to be able to support the next mission. That's going to require a probe, because a scientist is going to be flying, and he can't fly. You down from there, do we go immediately to building the craft? I think so. So 1, 2, and then 3, as an extension for landing legs. And then, of course, it's going to want an engine. Forgot that last time. Not at this point, but at a different point. And we're also going to need decouplers. So decouple you from there. Go ahead and start these retracted. Don't need to do that, really. But, you know, I just like time loss, I guess. 1, 2, 4, and 6 liquid fuel engines, followed by a swivel. And then we'll break those off 4 engines above it. grab me a radial decoupler. I just want one of them. And I'll start building 1/2 of what we need here. Put the 2 tanks back on that we didn't have from there. And then 2 more radials. And those are going to be for our thumpers. Our SRBs as we go up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Are you on? You look kind of on now. Okay. Pull them down a bit so we sit on them right on the pad. Then we need the aerodynamics for them, which is going to be some fins and some nose cones. And then I take this guy off, and I just want one more of him. About there. Then I yank that whole system off, duplicate it 2 times, and now we've got the whole ship built. I want to make sure that I've set this to Hibernate and Warp Auto, and that I have put on a whole bunch of solar panels for power generation. Now we can look at the staging. I want the liquid fuel engines to fire with the solid fuel. I want you firing up when we drop those, and then you in there, and then I need the parachute and the final decoupler on different stages. So that's the ship build. Now we need to do some action grouping. It's going to benefit us now and later. So observe mystery goo. We want it to log the pressure data. No, you're doing this in the wrong place, Pawn. You got to go to custom 1 and observe the mystery goo. Log the pressure data. Take the temperature. We want a crew report, and we want to fire off the materials study. And then on 2, we want the experiment storage unit to collect all of the science that we've gained. And the person who will be flying this is not Jeb. I said a scientist, and that means Bob. Bob's in the craft. Zoom out. Take one final look at it as we save it as ship number 4. And it looks okay to me. Launch. Oh, I forgot to... I'll have to fix that later. SAS on, throttle to full, and go. We're not taking any science with this craft anymore. It's an update to routing until we get to Minmus. So we can just fly the thing. I'm going to let it get a little bit of speed here. I'm going to see 200, 250, 250 meters per second. I'm going to throttle down to half there, just for additional stability. And then we're going to try a 2 times fizz warp. Should work. Has before. Get all the things up that we're going to want. See our app labs and whatnot. Watch on the solid fuel. Go to full liquid fuel. Fire that off. Now we're all flying together. Get me down on the prograde, please. There you go. Nope, don't go past it, though. Go past it, get to the prograde, and hold there. Okay. And we have not had luck 2 times fizz warping this particular stage, so I'm not going to mess with it, but we're looking good right now. I'll F5. And when our app WAPS gets up to, let's say 75, I'll kill the engine. And from here, if I can get you down on your, well, don't worry about it, just 4 times fizz warp, and while we're waiting for that to hit space, I will set Minmus as the target. Because we're going straight to Minmus, no pausing for science until we get there. How we doing? Not in space yet. Now we're in space. In fact, at 4 times fizz warp, can I get you to come down to your prograde? Good. Fire. The engines. 2 times fizz, I suppose. Yeah, we're losing the app. Try and pull it up, but we are at 2 times fizz. I'm going to go over here because we're going to be out of fuel in these engines shortly. Out of fizz warp. Drop them. Back to fizz warp. Hit. Okay, and we've gone orbital and circular. I'm going to have 5 from here, and we want to go straight to Minmus. The moon is not in a great place for this. F5, and so that I can go back and try and fix it later. Warp? You're just warping. You're fizz warping. Warp me. Get me to the edge. Thank you. Get on your prograde. And fire. And we're headed to Minmus now. Hopefully the moon doesn't get in my way. I think it's going to. We can go ahead and 2 times fizz warp here. Might even be able to 3 times fizz warp. Out of fuel on that stage. I'm gonna try the 3 times Fizz Warp. It's holding. Moon. And our path to Minmus! F9. Moon got in my fucking way again. So what are you gonna do then, pawn? What do you think I'm gonna do? Okay, Minmus is here. You're still my target. There, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I should have done in the first place. Get me over to there, I suppose. And I'll manually warp us ahead just a bit more. Need 4 times Fizz Warp so I can get you on your prograde. No more Fizz Warp. Start burning for additional control authority. Onto the prograde. And burn out for Minmus. We know this engine's going to be out soon. Drop you. Fizz Warp. Fizz Warp. Finish this off. Okay, we're out in Minmus's general direction. Now we're going to, in fact, I'm going to do this early. No. Set as target? No. Add maneuver, warp to it. As we're going up to it, I'm going to go ahead and start making adjustment. There we go. Focus on Minmus as we're finishing off that warp. Get this back up. Over to here. And we want to prograde forward on that. And down slightly. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we want that burn. If I can just move us over to here. Yes. And burn it. Shoot. Alright, good enough, and I can drop it. That's why I did it early, was so I could drop it. F5 and warp me up to Minmus Periapse. We don't need any science from around Kerbin at this point in the game, is how I did the math. Let's hope that I know how to math. As, you know, it's not my strong suit. But once we are in Minmus, SOI, this Periapse will be high over Minmus. So from here, yeah, we want this science. So hit the 1 button, collect all that science, and then I'm going to need you to get out. Wait, no, reboard. Suck in all the science first, and then I need you to get out. And I want you to take an EVA report, and I'm going to need you to reset these things. That's why we brought you as a scientist. And since you're going to be doing that a lot, I'm going to pin them. You there, pin you up here, restore. Reboard, and that's all of the data high over Minmus. We want to burn on our retrograde now to get the capture. So, yep, SAS to there and fire. And drive that Periapse down to just above 10k is where I like to leave it. Good enough. F5. And down to the Periapse. Where's our landing site? Not visible currently, that's fine. Oh, you're gonna take your sweet time, aren't you? Well then. Well then. I think that was still faster than it would have taken it to do it. Thank you. From here, get the other science. So, grab all that. Suck it in. EVA. Give me your report. Thank you. Restore. Reboard, suck it in, F5, and then we need to spin the planet until my landing site is visible. And that's my landing site. We're not shy of, like, Delta V on this craft, so I'm going to twist from the Periapse, because it's more direct and it'll get us down, at the right place. This is going to be an anti-normal burn that we want to do, in order to twist our trajectory up the ball, like so. And the more I can follow it, the better. Okay. And then drop our retrograde. Come on, baby. Let the good times roll. Looks like I got a good line and kept it. We're going to burn that a little bit before where we want to be, because the moon's going to keep spinning as we come up on it, but now we're in the position to just go for landing. So, gear out, max warp. Oh, the gear was it was out the whole time. Okay, this is going to be tight. Ooh, this is going to be deadly. Do you want to save this pawn? Let me just put us in a position where I have the chance of saving it, in case it needs saving, before I carry on. Yeah, it looks like it needs saving. Okay. Got us over. And then from here... Okay, gear actually out. From here... how am I doing? Push me like that a bit, actually. Okay. No? Alright, we gotta drop a lot of speed, apparently. I realize how much we needed it to just fall from this point. Okay. I'm gonna try and fall pretty much straight down now. A bit like that. 4 times Fizz Warp. What are we looking at? 60 meters per second at 500. Okay, 20 at 200. And that's a touchdown on the surface of Minmus. An F5 and a split. So let's go ahead and grab the data from the surface. All of those. And then we immediately go back to the Space Center. Because we got some gaming the system to do in terms of money. So we can bind to the RND so that we can collect surface samples. I'm going to upgrade mission control immediately. And I'm so low on money. You guys, I'm really sorry and everything, but things just didn't work out in the marketplace. You know, it's just a bad economy right now. Wrong people are in office. Hey, we're back in business, though, everybody. And at this point, we should be looking for $70,000 contracts. And because of that, I'm going to do some more warping. Try and clear out mission control. And look for those $70,000 contracts, because we've been to Minmus, we're on Minmus. They should be giving us contracts that... yeah, that respect the fact that we've landed there. So there was a 77K. A lot of 30s still coming in. There's a 74. Don't want from you. Want from you. Want from you. Nope. Yep. 75. Nope. Nope. Yep. 77. Nope. 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 Yep. How much we got? We got 5 contracts. 59, not enough. 75, sure. 25, no. I don't know what that is. 35, no. 61, no. 74, sure. 37, no. 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 93, absolutely. Not gonna rescue any of you bastards. Not gonna rescue any of you bastards. Not gonna rescue it. Those aren't actually rescue missions. Well, I just got stuck in a loop there, didn't I? Come on. Yeah, me too. It's taken for friggin' ever, isn't it? There's a 91. Explore Minmus I can't get rid of, but it is worth 92.4. I don't want it stuck. I don't want it stuck. I'm taking it because it won't be stuck. It's free money. So from there, we upgrade you, and then we go right back out. That's all that I needed to do at this point. So we'll have that money when we get back, and I think we're going to complete this mission that they just had us do. So now Bob can do a surface sample. Oh wait, get back in, Bob, suck in all the data, because I remember that I forgot to do that. And then take a surface sample and an EVA report, bang bang, reboard, suck in all the data, F5, and where are we going next? where we are, it's going to be due west. Due west, that's on the 270. Maybe west by northwest. I'd like to lean you in the direction that you're going to go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Little bit off the ground. And then go. And we actually want to land this little land bridge first. So I'm going to 4 times Fizz Warp with just this little hop in our pockets. Because we want Minmus Lowlands, which is what this will be. $150. Gotcha. It may look like, but aren't you on the flats still? It may look like that, but hopefully it's not. Entirely possible that it is, but hopefully it's not. And that's a little bit, yeah, we had a little bit of velocity on that one. But I can pull it back with some SAS, stick the landing, and we're down. Take some data. This is still from Minmus's flats. Damn it, that's a huge ass loss. Use 270 again. Give me a little bit just to get some loft, and then over here. Thank you. There is a very soft edge, ostensibly, for both of these. And you can see that we're going up. We're not on the flats anymore, so is this going to qualify? It goddamn better well. Because I'm already wasted time here. And that's a much smoother landing. Thank you. Settle, 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 settle. Lowlands. Good, except for we got a problem in that everything got jammed because of the first one that was taken in incorrectly. Take the surface sample in the EVA report. Thank you very much. Now I need you to restore. Restore. Oh, I need those pinned too. That's what I didn't do, was I needed these to be restored. Thank you for the subscription, so-and-so. Hang on. 2, suck that in. 1, I need to hit all the data one more time, and I need the material study. Already got the crew report, already got the temperature scan, already got the atmospheric scan. Mystery goo. Okay. 2, suck that in. This is going horribly. I need to continue to the west. Just give me a little bit of loft, and then turn me down. And go. And then at 4 times Fizz Warp. Well, 3 times apparently, but at 4 times Fizz Warp. I'll head over here. Make sure that we're definitely within the flats. In these flats, when we burn this down. 4 times Fizz again. As we come down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slower back down a bit. And perfect little touchdown there. F5 again. For Minmus Greater Flats. I forgot to do the thing again. Get back out. Damn me. Take surface sample. EVA report. Bang bang. Restore. Restore. Observe. Conduct. Collect. Restore. Collect. Restore. That should have done that. F5. And then we can just leave. We needed 3 sites worth of Minmus data. Where the hell is Kerbin? It's over there. We're on the right side to leave. Just go. Okay, so we're gonna go while I burn a bit to the south. Say the 180. And then once we've got that Kerbin periapt showing, we'll burn it down to a return. Okay, 36, that's fine. And then we don't need anything else on our way home. But we do need to get home. Hope I clicked in the right spot, or else things are gonna go shittily. This has been very sloppy, and not ideal, 3rd ship here. Are we gonna lose time? Almost certainly. Especially since the game is taking its sweet-ass time warping me back to Kerbin, which it kind of does randomly. It was Den D with the subscription for 19 months. Thank you so much, Den D. Didn't mean to ignore you, just, you know, a little bit trying to recover from some errors. Errors that were made. Possibly by me, but who's to say, really? I could have and should have warped this manually. Because this just took way too long. Make sure that we've collected everything that we possibly can from everywhere that we possibly can. Other than that, we are ready to descend, so warp me into atmosphere, please. Well, from here, you can go ahead and drop that, and then find your retrograde. Give me a view that doesn't suck. Hit Atmo, and then go 4 times. And we're going to pin this, and we're going to find out whether or not I did the things that I was supposed to. Now, is this going to be a... Whoa, okay, things are exploding that aren't us. It's fine. Is this going to be a landing or a splashdown? It looks like a landing so far, doesn't it? Looks like a landing. So if it's going to be a landing, then I'm going to set the altitude to 850 for safety. 800 if you want to be dangerous, 850 for safety. If I can get fucking 850 out of it, there we go. SAS off, you can flop in the breeze now at 4 times Fizz Warp. Are we gonna hit water? Don't land me at Kerbin's shores. Oh, God. I've already been down in water. I've been down in Kerbin's shores. It should be fine. It's not that much data, really. You get down to it. In fact, maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to take it. Hit the 1 button and then go. Is an idea. It is one idea, anyway. So again, at 3K, and we are looking at radar altitude here. I'll do it at 3.5K. And I will also turn down the Fizz Warp because I didn't trust it. Fizz Warp us down. Doesn't take that long. Hit the button. Get all the things you can. You get out. Get me a surface sample EVA report. Reboard. Recover vessel. And we lost a little bit of... We lost a minute to bouncing around on Minmus stupidly. Missing our landing zone. Okay, 2033, that's all the science that we need. So we're going to buy into advanced electronics, and we're going to buy electronics or advanced electrics. We need you, and you. Careful, pawn. You could mess the whole run up right here, right now. We need heavier rocketry. We need the fuel tanks. And we need to buy into this fairing that's right there. And everything else, I think that's all we needed. 643.6. Yeah, we're good. And we have 105 million right now. So let's not throw that money away, but we need more money in order to unlock R&D, the final tier, which is what needs to happen right now. So the way that we're going to make that happen is we're going to hide our assets from the government. The Kerbin government, the Kerblish government, so to speak. So before I declare bankruptcy, I'm going to build a craft using some of the most expensive parts, or what hopefully is the most expensive part I have right now, which is these seismic majometers. That's what these are. And I need more of them than I've ever needed before right here to make this happen. I don't have any more room for them. That's going to have to be enough. 960. Can I get another set on? 1,000,008. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough. So we're going to launch this craft. Launch this craft out there, and now when we go back to the Space Center, you know, you and the taxman and the governments of Kerbin can all see clearly that I am nearly bankrupt, 44.5. There's no way that I could possibly complete all these contracts that we took. So I'm really sorry, but, you know, we're going bankrupt over here. We just don't have the money to cover our investments. You know, our initial coin offering didn't go well. You know, we made some just bad business partners, that sort of a thing. But thankfully, you know, after some restructuring, we're back in business. And if you'd like to invest, I'm willing to take your advances on contracts that I will never, that we will expediently fulfill right now. Anybody who wants to give them to me. So By which I mean no, no, no. You for 75,000, that's a yes. You for 105,000, that's a yes. You for 93, that's a yes. I can't, no. F Kerbin. You, no, you, no. You, a big yes from me. That's might actually be enough right there. I'm going to recover 1.8. That allows me to upgrade R&D. It is not quite enough for that. Son of a bitch. Alright, it's fine though. We're just going to dump these. Dump all these contracts, because I still need enough to upgrade the launch pad to its maximum, which is only 200 and some. So, at 70,000, do 4 of them, maybe 5. 70,000, 75. Don't need 30s. 102. 75, and that's going to be enough. So now we can upgrade the launch pad and build the final ship, which is going to cost us more than that pawn. Okay, that wasn't quite enough. I need another 70 or a 42. That'll give me enough money, just barely, to launch the ship, I believe. But that should be the money game. So we're ahead on the money game again. We want to open our saved craft number 4. So we're going to build off of this. Everything from here below goes away. We get rid of this probe, because we've got a better one now. Everything else sticks around, and we build down from here. We go immediately to the fairing, if I recall correctly. So we want interstage nodes on, and then I can attach you like that. And then if I go back over here, I don't have it yet. You need to buy it, Pong. You forgot to buy it. It's fine. R&D to buy the last item. We did all that so that we could buy into the RA100, which is right here. And that RA100 will also give us this probe core that I'm replacing the other one with. That has so much more going for it. So there's the probe core, and then the RA100 is the best antenna in the friggin' game. So we're going to use that, and it makes all of this happen about twice as fast as any other configuration that I've been able to test. I want 6 of those, and then another 6 of those for 12 total. Don't care if you're penetrating each other, it's a speedrun. And that should be everything that we need under the fairing, so we'll build the fairing. Good. One actually came together pretty well. And then mobile processing lab, which is going to be how we beat the whole friggin' game. Finally, you got you, and you got some thuds, and that is our lander, more or less. I'm going to put you a little bit higher than I have been. I do need you to land on it, but you've been getting stuck to the other craft when we drop it. Then we're going to have to drop you with a 2.5 meter decoupler. And what will we be pushing that lander up with? Well, we're going to use a twin bore, liquid fuel engine and fuel tank all in one. And we're going to put some kickback SRBs. Are you on 3 times? Yeah, 4 times symmetry. So we want some kickback SRBs on these guys, like so. And then we need aerodynamics covered, so each of you is going to get a fin. Make sure the fins are on straight. They're on straight, and then of course each of you is going to get a nose cone as well. I need electric generation for this craft, so I'm going to put 8 up there. That's all we need. And is there anything else? Setting this probe to hibernate on warp auto, as the game really should automatically. But, okay, so then it's you and you fire, and then we break those off, and then when this goes, you want to be doing that, and then the fairing wants to go at that point after we drop those, and then when we're coming home, we're never coming home. Okay, that's good, see? This is how we test ourselves. This is how we check. When we do something, it proves that we haven't done it right. We need the additional science we just bought into, so it's going to be a seismometer, and then a magnetometer, both of those. And now that those are on, in our action grouping, we're going to add those into what we're doing on Custom 1. So we're going to run the magnetometer boom, and we're going to log the seismic data there, and we're also going to remove the crew report because we don't want it. And then under 3, we're going to set these up to extend the solar panels. And is there anything else that I need to do other than hiring my people? Save on... Ooh, I just saved it as 4. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Get out of here. And I'll leave it to you guys to see if there's anything else that I've missed, because I didn't see it. Duncan Kerman! Duncan McLeod! Alright. Oh, I don't have the money to frickin' launch the ship. Give me another, you know, 80,000 contract, thank you. And then we'll launch, after hiring that guy, I was dead broke. Valentina, you're gonna fly, this is number 4, right? Valentina's gonna fly, Bob's gonna come, Duncan McLeod's gonna come with us, and launch it. Are you working at NASA? Where did you get this program? Wait, shh. Build the ship is done in 453. SAS on throttle to full. We're actually gonna take all the data from here. We're gonna chuck it in, anything that we can have. We're gonna pin this, and we're gonna clean the experiments, and we are throttled to full, right? So go. And now this one I want to turn just a little bit below 70 on the ball, because these SRBs are real hard to control once I kill the liquid fuel engines, which, by the way, I'm going to kill the liquid fuel engines. We're going to follow prograde at 300 meters per second. Liquid fuel engines are off. F5 from here. Can we fizz warp? Usually we can on this ship, but we've seen it where we couldn't. We're able to fizz warp through this stage. Very, very good. So we get to the bottom. Oh, by the way, pull this up. So we get to the bottom of these SRBs. I'm going to come out of fizz warp. I'm going to fire up the liquid fuel engines. And then when they're stable, I'll drop them. And then we are already at our apoaps, so good. We're good to go. I'm going to F5 from here, and what we can do... Nope. Right now what we want to do is go up to a place where I feel comfortable blowing this fairing. So something up toward 60k. 4 times fizz warp. Just above 60k. Fairing goes off, then we collect the science. All that goes in. Val gets out. And while we're still in atmosphere, gets an EVA from there, reboards, 2, suck it all in, clean my experiments, and warp me up to space. Now that we're in space, we take the science again, because it's a different location. We throw all that in. She gets out, gives us an EVA. We throw both of those in to the places they need to be. Okay, that's new. I didn't know you could do that. 2, to suck anything in that didn't get in. Good. And you need to be following your progrades still, because we're coming up on our apoaps to burn for orbit. So let's go ahead and turn down a bit and warp me up to that apoaps and start firing. And we're going to be out in this stage not anytime soon. Okay, clean the experiments. Thank you for reminding me. Experiments re-cleaned. I'm not going to fizz warp. This will be done fast enough on its own. I will dip a little bit. I'll tug us off the prograde to pull the apoaps toward us. And we are up, and we immediately want to go to Minmus. So, set you as my target. And we'll be leaving when Minmus is on the edge here. The moon is going to be in our fucking way again. Before I warp, let's make sure that my solar panels are deployed. And they will be. They are. So, I'm going to warp around the planet a bit. Till the moon's the fuck out the way. Thank you. And then we'll warp up to where we want to leave for Minmus, which will be putting Minmus more or less on Kerbin's edge. And at the descending node is going to be great. If I can fucking click there to do it. There you go. Just destroy the moon. It would be helpful for the speedrun at this point. In an American way. Just destroying the moon then would be a very American thing to do, right? You're supposed to be on your prograde. You will get there on your own if I just 4 times fizz warp you. And then start firing up this engine, which is very quiet until I give it full throttle. And we're out there. We carry on with this guy. And he can 2 times fizz. This is 2 times fizz on the prograde. Jesus. Get it done. Okay. And we've got a Minmus encounter. That worked out beautifully. It's almost making up for what happened in the first part of this. So from here, well, shoot pawn. What? You needed to set up a node and go to it. So add a maneuver, go to that maneuver, reopen that maneuver while you're on your way. And then once you're there, pop this open, move it out so we don't trip over it as we're doing this. And then prograde me forward. Wow, came in very equatorial too. And 1, 2, 3 ticks up for a 39. Absolutely brilliant. Get on your maneuver node. Oh, you're on it? Excellent. Go ahead and fire then. Tiny little adjustment needed for this. 2 meters per second difference. What's my actual... I need it a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, so from here, we need to get the science again. So suck in all this stuff. And the boom's coming out, but apparently we can get it while we're out here. So there's the boom coming in. EVA report, thank you. You take that. Reboard. 2. Clean my experiments. And now we can go straight to orbit of Minmus. Don't go past the periapse, though, if you don't mind. Warp there. So now there's our ship coming up to Minmus. Good luck, man. Thank you very much, Gamber. The engine is only 3. Only by 3. What do you mean? If what you're saying is important, what do you mean? Suck this in. Give me this. And get all this data right now. Suck all you in. We can EVA. The seismic scan will come in right there, and then I'll EVA again. Thank you. Reboard 2. Suck it all in. Clean the experiments. And then get on your retrograde. Because we're going to burn this into, you know, a Minmus capture. Just use the engines a little bit to get us onto our retrograde a little bit faster. And fire in full. Okay. Drive the periapse down to just above 10. Is where I like it. Ooh, that is just above 10, isn't it? And where's our landing site? Not visible? Good, because we're not ready for it anyway. Bring me down to my periapse if you don't mind. Oh god, it's going to take for fucking ever. But last time I tried to warp it, I actually took probably as long because I overshot the warp, so we'll let it go. We'll let it do its thing. Your symmetry was set to 3 instead of 4. Oh, there's only 3 engines on here. And we're still okay. That's why it took longer. Okay. Hey, we're going to have more Delta V. Whoops. Lots of ways in which I can make this work, apparently. Give me all the data from low over Minmus now. We did high over Minmus, now we're doing low over Minmus. We're EVAing. Thank you. We're getting the EVA report. Reboard. 2. Clean those experiments. Oh, I didn't see what EVA we got. Shoot. Well, let's just take it again so that I know where we are right now. EVA. It was Highlands. Are you sure? Yes, okay, it was Highlands. Well, that's a great one to get. Put me on V. And let's burn the AppWaps down. You're going below. Just so that we can continue getting these EVAs as we go. We need to pick up some EVAs. So, along here, if that was Highlands, then this has got to be like Midlands, right? EVA report. Nope, already Lowlands. Alright, that's fine. 2. Slopes. EVA. EVA. Lowlands. EVA. Lowlands. EVA. Lowlands. EVA. Slopes. Yes. Boom. Got it. Okay, so we've got 3 biomes now. Highlands, Lowlands, Slopes. Is this going to be Midlands? No, it's Highlands again. Jesus, I can never get Highlands. Now we can't get anything but Highlands. Oh wait, that was not... I didn't want to shut that down. This all looks like Highlands. Coming up here, could it be Midlands? Midlands! Yes, thank you. B2. Please stay on your retrograde for me. I know you don't want to. What do we want at this point? I mean, I want the flats, you know. Entering Bobok's Arc. Cool. Are you over the flats? Now you're over the flats. EVA. A report. Greater flats. That's enough. We're going to just take that and say that that's enough. Maybe we can get the other flats as we're coming down, but I need my landing site to be visible. So we'll just warp until it is. That's not it. There it is. That's the one I want. And we'll go to about here to twist. It's going to be a anti-normal twist. So 4 times fizz. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then give me a retrograde burn. Pull it down. Is it this way? Push up? No, it's the other way. Okay. Nope, it was the other way. I was right the first time. See, I'm trying to slow us down. Well, I pull us up. Again, I'm gonna be doing this, huh? You're gonna be doing this again. Great. Great. You're on your retrograde, though? Good. Go ahead and 4 times warp me. I need you back up. That's the thing that I never should have closed. You're gonna be really close to scraping this as you come in, pawn, so, you know, look. And listen. Yeah, that's gonna hit it. So I'm gonna need you to be actually... I don't know what it would be, so I'm just pulling to the north. It's a radial. I don't know which one. Or I'm pulling to the up, so to speak. That should do it. F5, retrograde, 4 times fizz. Clears me that hill. And then from here, burn on our retro. And 4 times. Wait, we don't have to 4 times fizz. We're still in a place where I can actually just time warp. Now we can 4 times fizz. And I'm thinking we didn't get this, so let's grab it. EVA report, Minmus flats, boom, back in, suck it in, and back to 4 times fizz warp. F5, good. We're going kind of fast now. Hold your retrograde. Whoa, okay, that's gonna be, yep, no, I got it. I got it now. I've got it. Quite do that the way that I needed to. Your retro. If we go down to less than 1 point something. Yeah, this is good. This is so far, this is exactly how I want it to go. Okay, give me stability. I'll land it now. I'll land it. Just a usual, everyday, ordinary Ronin pawn landing. Anybody who knows me knows that this is just any given Tuesday. Just touch her down. Touch her down, let it settle. Let it settle, let it settle, let it settle. A little time warp to settle it some more, and we are landed. F5. All right, get me the data. That's all the data. You get out. Grab me a surface sample EVA report. Thank you. Reboard. I want you to suck everything in, clean the experiments, start the research, and let's go. Who wants to count to hopefully 29 and not 30? Oh wait, before we do that, we need one of the scientists to get out. And get away from the ship a little bit. Because last time we had a problem. And I need you to plant a flag. Not because of the category or the speed run. This is to get all of our scientists to level up to level 2. Because all of the science that we're about to collect will come in faster if they're level 2. F, B, F5 again. Research is still going. Let's go. Alright, science is now coming in, and we need to count to 29 or 30, depending on how this sort of works out. So, we have 500 science, we stop, we transmit. 5 times fizz warp as it goes. 1. I have to count these loudly and proudly like I'm declaring war on a nation, or else I will forget which one I'm on. I didn't actually hit level up. I do that, don't I? Keep going. Now they're all level 2 scientists. Ugh. Okay, ready for 2? 2. 2 of 30, or 29, depending. Back up to 500 science. Yep, we need line of sight with Kerbin to transmit. We have line of sight. 3. can't transmit our science or, you know, anything at all through the planet itself. So there is half the day when we're not allowed to transmit. And it's down to a little bit of luck whether or not I stop at the right time to be able to transmit. And we're going to stop here on 4, and we're going to put more data in. So you, 1, nope, 2, 3. So there's 3 of them. Okay, got it. Keep going. So we're on to 4, right? Because I see 3 there, but isn't it 4? Yes, thank you. Putting more data in means that the rate of science being manufactured stays high, depending on how much science you've got, or how much data you've got in the research lab. Science will generate slower or higher. So I take it to about half of what the data can store, which is 750. When I get into the 300s, then I stop and fill it with more data so that we're not taking additional time to manufacture the science to send home. Shoot, Vino, are you counting? I think you're just out of I think you just, there's a bit of lag or something. I've needed to be counting and I'm not, and I feel like we're already on 6. Am I wrong? Transmit science. 6? Is that 6? Or was it 7 then? 6, we're coming for dicks. Oh god. This is not good. So now we're in the 300s. When we get the next set of science, I will stop and refill it. Dainke says it's 6 that we're on. Good. So this will be 7. And there's 7. And I'm going to throw in more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's that one in the middle you got to watch out for, pawn. And then keep going. So that was 7. You guys are on slow ass. Big lag. Big lag. Stop. Transmit. Hopefully. Like, I'm saying that because I'm worried. There's an 8 then. By my count, 8. My count could be wrong, though. And we missed line of sight. And I missed it again. There's line of sight. 9. And of course we're grinding this out because we need about 15,000 science to upgrade, to finish this category and buy everything in the R&D center. Missed line of sight again. 10. And after this one I will stop and put more data in. Pawn, don't trust us. Alright, I'm not going to trust you. I'm going to go with my count. $11. Now, review the data. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Sorry? I've never heard that sound before. Okay, nope, missed line of sight. $12. $13. We want to get to 19 on this first wave of transmissions before we change sites. And if we don't, then that means we didn't get enough science for this. $14. Which should be a pretty big bummer. After this one, I stop and put more data in. Missed line of sight. $15. Missed line of sight. $16. This isn't looking good. I think we missed science somewhere. $17. $18. Transmit that. Transmit that. Transmit that. I'm gonna grind out this last 19 from here. Before we change sites. And that's 19. F5. Where am I going? You should goddamn well know you're going to the west. West by southwest. So give me some height. And west by southwest. Okay. Getting a retrograde. 4 times fizz. Hopefully 40 meters per second was enough to clear this gap. Looks like it's going to be. Can I have 5 from here? Ooh, I can. Must be like above 500 meters or something like that, right? We look good. Slow down. Not lose time the way that we did last time trying to be fast when actually it made us slower. Okay, let me fall a bit more, because we're still well above things. SAS off. Time warp. Untime warp. Time warp. Untime warp. It's an F5. Get the data. Thank you. Get out. Give me the surface sample EVA report. Thank you. B2. Clean the experiments and keep going. Okay, so that was 19 we got, plus some transmissions. 20. Good luck there. 21. 21. Good luck on the stops there. See if it holds out. Nope. $22. However, we do have 420 data. So I guess that's lucky. After this one, I stopped, put more data in. Good stop. 23. Transmit you, I guess. It's not a lot of data. Missed it. $24. 25. After this one, I stop and put in the no data that we don't have. $26. Give me everything that we had before. Transmit it. Yes. Transmit it. Transmit it. Transmit it. Transmit it. Yes. You get out. Surface sample EVA report. Back in. 2. Check it. Transmit it. Transmit it. Okay. Clean the experiments, although it's not going to be helpful to me. Track for PB, yes. It's going to be a little bit sketchy here at the end because of the place that we're in for science. But I am adapting right now with the transmissions. Trying to, anyway. Nope. Missed line of sight. 28. Right? 27, rather. 27. We're going to 28. It's 1,000 missing. Do you think you have 1,000? No, I don't. We have to go to 29. We have to go to 29, which means we're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel on this data. It's going to take a very long time to get that 29th set of 500 science out of this data. But at that point, we might not even need all of the 29. Let's do half the 29 and come back. 300 out of the 29, and then go back. Because we might have the science between transmissions and leftovers from previous missions. Nope, missed line of sight. Transmit science. Okay. So I'm going to get 300 of this, this 29th. You know, I'm going to take 300 of the science, then we're going to head back and hope that that's enough. Because I think we just transmitted around 500, and I think we left with 300, you know, in the banks or somewhere near there. So I think we only actually need like 200, which is why I'm going for 300. You see how long it's taking to get this final 300 in, too. 300. Transmit. Some of the 29th, and then back to the Space Center. Yes, we have everything we need. Okay, let's start clicking. Start clicking. End of the game, click fast. I've got a method. Is it a good one? Apparently not, because I'm struggling already. Click. Click. There you go. It's coming together better. Got a method, I'm trying to make sense of it. Let's just keep the buttons near the button. Keep what you gotta click near what you gotta click. For the least throw. Come on.
Run faster, jump higher.
Okay, a little late on the firing of the final split there. Thank you, little magnets. That is the new world record, down by another 4.5 minutes over our last run, and we have gone sub 1 hour, 10 minutes. There is time to be saved in that run. I don't think I can be bothered to save it. I think that's my last run of the category, and I'm going to retire until somebody beats it. Sum of best down to 1 hour and 3 minutes off of the golds that we have generated. I'm happy. May have to give it a go myself, says Greybeard Wizard. Yeah, he's just gonna, well, wait until I get mine in, though. 1 week ago, had the world record. 4 days ago, boom, you took it. Don't submit before I get it up here. Thanks everybody for coming out and watching. I'll see you on the leaderboards. Pawn out.